It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Tennessee Titans and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off and running from Landover. Starting at the 10. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. But, man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Daniels throwing on third. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone in his first NFL season. Their rookie starter from Miami.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackle made by Von Miller. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back now, pressure on its way. Into the hands of Okonkwo. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Setting up a throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and long for him here. Pass taken in by Lockett. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now on 4th down, one of the greats, Johnny Hecker, out to punt this away. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Titans will get set to take over. First down, ball at the 36. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. Searches from the pocket. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Pass play coming here. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Another punt brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. The Commanders set to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Sent down by Cody Barton. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They kick the running back in motion. Dumps it off to his running back. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Tressway on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a 1st down off this defense just yet. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed to Lockett.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Again, a run with Pollard. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they'll stop him, but not until he has a nice little gain down to the 32. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He'll try left side out of the option. He's across the 20, still going. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is cut. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Slot man motioned over. They give on 2nd to Pollard. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He's dropping back to throw. Caught by Pollard. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Oh, they're going for it on an option play left. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Titans get the game's 1st points here in the 2nd. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? Mm-hmm. As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. A toss now to Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
3rd and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's taken in by Samuel. And he gets this forward to the 19. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, Daniels. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Robinson up the middle. He cuts it to the right side, and he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And look at this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Titans looking for a score just before the break. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 48. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 31. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. To the sideline, and he has the catch. Tough play for a small gain, but it does get the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They bring their tight end left. Throwing it again here. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, Well, that one right there was the ladder. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
From the 19. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Pollard gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get some late points and the lead. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. The Commanders ready to get their offense out there for the final time in the first half. Backed up this far and with such little time left, Brock, you got to imagine they're just going to kneel this out. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Daniels on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And let's count them. 4, 5, yep, 6 DBs. Dime look from the Titans on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it! And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Daniels from the pistol. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it again. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
A final throw before the break. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Well, that's the halfway point, and the visiting Titans taking a nice little lead to intermission. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, it's James Prochet. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So to begin the third, it'll be the Titans offense we see first. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed to Pollard.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Notion man left is Lockett. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throw on 3rd down. Finds a man right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They give to Pollard on the option. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Dropping back to throw. As the open man downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 16. O'Connell, he loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Look, we can spin positive here, Brock. You take away the ending, and that drive was outstanding. It was everything they were hoping for. Unfortunately, all that work and efforts, it's gone.
Hey, Kate, Cal, how important were those finals?
Pretty important.
Yeah, so was that ball security right there.
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Keeping it on an option to the right. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Throwing now from the gun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown! Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return coming here from the 12. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Commanders all set to regain possession. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here's 2nd and 2. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's Daniels. Quick slant to Samuel. And they get this down to the 28. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. It's taken in by Eckler. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
It's taken in by Sinnott. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll get him back to 11.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Titans headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pass taken in by Lockett. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our third quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. First down, ball at the 36. Right back to Pollard. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 41. Completed to Lockett. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw on first. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they bring him down around the 34.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
2nd and 4. Pass taken in by Pollard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll come up 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and... Tight end in motion left. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans push their lead to 18. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Ertz reels it in. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Daniels back to throw. It's caught. Eckler. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Escapes the sack. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Again, Daniels to the air. Got a man. Robinson has it.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it, because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Daniels. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. On the carry, this is Pollard. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't honed the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Now this offense getting set to work here. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Daniels. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. The tip definitely broke up that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. He's got Brown on the slant. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Gotta hurry this to the line. Daniels on 1st down. He just throws this one away.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Throw complete to Eckler. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing now, Daniels. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Throw is caught by the back. And they make the tackle at the 38. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing it again here. It's taken in by Eckler. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Boy, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Daniels throwing on third. A bit of desperation on this. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Titans get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Second down. Probably going to see him kneel it again here. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Titans are your winners. As with that, we sign off from DC.